Let's face it, in the office, it can be a battlefield, right? Deadlines are looming, difficult colleagues, that never-ending inbox. It's easy to get bogged down in the negativity. But what if I told you that staying positive isn't just about feeling good, it's about surviving and thriving? I'm going to give you proven techniques that can transform your workday, boost your performance, and maybe even change your life, your outlook upon work life. So let's get ready, because this is how to stay positive in the office and why you absolutely need to. Okay, so let's start with a foundational element. That's your perspective. Now, it's going to be easy to get caught up in the negative. Let the annoying co-worker just ruin your day, your colleague. And then it feels like the task as a result of that is simply mounting. Now, this is where you're going to reclaim control of your thoughts and your day. Now, remember, negativity breeds negativity. As Forbes points out, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You expect the worst, you see the worst. Or you could say an adage could well be is that if you're looking for trouble, you'll be sure to find it, right? So you are what you attract. That's really the key here. Now let's get it straight. Now, we're not talking about a Pollyanna-ish unrealistic optimism, because, well, I like to think of myself as optimistic, an optimistic individual. No, it's about consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects of your work, even when things are tough. So it's about finding opportunities in challenges, not problems in challenges, not excuses. Seeing the learning experience and failures, what it can teach you about yourself and how you can grow. Celebrating the small victories. For example, let's just say your boss dumps a massive project on you really close to the end of the day, maybe 4:30 p.m. on a Friday. Now, destructive energy says that, well, this is impossible. They're trying to kill me. My weekend is ruined. Now, depending on where you work, that may be the case, right? If you work weekends, then perhaps Friday isn't your last day. But constructive energy, on the other hand, acknowledges the challenge, but says the following. Okay, I'm going to look at this differently. This is going to be tough. I get it. It's a big project. It's something big that's been dumped on me. But I'm going to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. I'm going to prioritize it, see what I can do today. I know the end of my workday is near, so I'll tackle the rest first thing on Monday. Or I'll communicate to my boss or outwards as necessary to manage the expectations of others who are informed that you are taking the lead on that project or initiative. See the difference? You see, one leads to panic and burnout. That's not where we want to go. But the other leads to a strategic plan and a more positive outcome. Let's use another example. Imagine a colleague makes a mistake on a crucial presentation that's being made. Now, destructive energy might be like, well, see, I knew they couldn't handle it. See, this is going to make us look so bad. Well, that's destructive energy. Constructive energy focuses on solutions. Okay, so what can we do to fix this? How can I support them to avoid this in the future? Let's just say you are a boss. Then you may need to, as a leader or a boss of people, a manager, look to see how you can further enable and teach and build confidence in that person who is presenting on behalf of your team. So you really want to think about this as a team effort. Address this together. Enable. Because if they win, you win. So how do you actually do it? How do you build a positive mindset? Well, Thrive for Life says this. It says that it starts with understanding the power of positivity. Now, it's not just about feeling good. It's about impacting your entire work environment. Now, a positive mindset cultivates resilience, reduces stress, fosters better relationships with colleagues, and you see, it's like a ripple effect. See, one person's positivity spreads throughout the team. You are what you attract. And guess what, guys? This is so important, especially in the world of creativity. So if you're a designer and you're looking at this, it's so important to have a positive mindset. So think about it. A positive workplace culture is really going to lead to increased productivity, better teamwork, and higher employee satisfaction, your own satisfaction. And you can contribute to that. And it all starts with consciously shifting your thought patterns, your mindset. Now, the first technique in adopting a positive mindset is mindfulness and meditation. So you really want to just take time to think about what it is you're doing, what you want to do, your day, how you want to approach it. Sometimes meditation as a word for some is like, I don't want to do that kind of stuff. But to be honest, what it really means is that you are taking a thoughtful approach to what you're about to accomplish over a period of time. You want to calm your mind so you can be as successful at doing or accomplishing whatever task you're doing as possible. So take a few minutes each day just to quiet your mind. Focus on the present. Now, you've heard me say this before in previous videos. Be present, be curious. Now, meditating or thinking about it or being mindful contributes to you being present and being curious, asking questions, understanding the moment where you are, appreciating the environment, and also being cognizant of everything around you so you can assimilate all that information that you're basically looking at, drawing in people that you're speaking with and so forth. Yes, take those few minutes each day just to quiet your mind, focus on the present. So even if it's just 5 minutes of deep breathing, then that can significantly reduce the stress that you may have potentially and improve your focus. Now, in the world of business, especially if you work within some industries such as retail, where it's tougher than ever, maintaining your focus, maintaining your calm, reducing your stress, that's going to be ever important as the consumer mindset and behavior changes even quicker than before. Now, another important mindset technique is recognizing negative thought patterns. So what we're trying to say here is be aware of the thoughts that lead to negativity. Now, once you identify these thoughts, then you can challenge and you can reframe them. So replace the negative self-talk with positive affirmations. So instead of thinking, I can never do this. Remember our 430 illustration of the massive project dumped on your lap? Think about it differently. Reframe that in your mind if you have a scenario like that. Or if you can think of a scenario where you've had that before, think about how you could handle it better next time. Prepare yourself for the future. All right, so we're going to get practical now. So we're going to break down some effective strategies and some advice. So focus on what you can control. That's our first one. Focus on what you can control. Why? Because you cannot control everything, but you can control your reactions by responding. So instead of reacting to things where your emotions involved, try responding, think it through first, then it's more controlled, because then you can control where your effort goes. You can control how your attitude is displayed. You can stop wasting the energy on things outside of your control. Second, celebrate small wins. So acknowledge and appreciate your accomplishments, no matter how small. For example, did you finish a report? Or did you finish a presentation deck? Did you help a colleague? Something that perhaps you didn't have to do, but you did anyway. Give yourself a pat on the back. Well, you deserve it. Celebrate the small wins. Third, take regular breaks. So don't burn yourself out. See, it's tempting to just sit there and go, right, I'll just be a few more minutes. I'm going to get this done. That's very tempting to do. But step away from your desk, stretch, go for a walk, listen to music, do something that is different, that breaks the cycle of what you're doing at your desk for your job. See, short breaks can significantly improve your focus and your mood. Fourth, avoid gossip and negativity. Now, you want to distance yourself from negative people and conversations. You want to surround yourself with positive influences. You see, negativity breeds negativity. There's another phrase that I've heard, around negative people, or people that basically surround themselves entirely in negativity. It's like crabs in the bucket, right? You never want to be kept in that. So climb out of that bucket, move away from those people, because the more positive influences you have, the better you'll be as a result. Fifth, practice gratitude. Make a conscious effort to appreciate the good things in your life. Appreciate the things around you. Remember, we're going back to that adage, be present and be curious. The principle of that applies in so many different ways. You may want to keep a gratitude journal, for example, or simply take a moment each day to just reflect on what you're thankful for. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about leadership, because if you're currently a leader or you're aspiring to be one, your positivity or lack thereof has a huge impact on those around you. Now, a leader who embodies positivity inspires their team, fosters a more collaborative environment, and improves overall morale. I mean, think about it for a minute. Would you rather work for a boss who's constantly critical and negative, or one who's supportive and encouraging? A leader who adopts a positive mindset creates a safe space for innovation, encourages risk-taking, and builds trust within the team. Now, leaders who show positive energy and attitude increase productivity of their teams, increase retention rates, so attrition goes down, and then they also attract new talent to the business, because people realize that's a team I want to be a part of. You see, people naturally gravitate to places of positivity and away from those of negativity. Now let's dive even more into actionable ways to develop and maintain a positive mindset. Now, this is inspired by other articles out there as well, and this is some good stuff. In fact, a website called Indeed created a few things in their list, and so it's worth sharing with you guys as well. So first, be open to learning. Don't be afraid to admit what you didn't know, okay? So that's a positive mindset. Embrace the opportunities to learn new skills, expand your knowledge, and a willingness to learn will keep you engaged and prevent stagnation. Second, practice active listening. See, we have one mouth and two ears, so we should listen more. So when communicating with other individuals and co-workers and your colleagues, right, make sure that you're actively listening and engaging with an individual to improve communication and understanding. Third, offer help to others. Contribute to the success of others. Think about enabling, because the more you think about how what we do within an organization or yourself as a team, you're part of a larger whole, then if they win, you win. You see, even being charitable at work can make individuals feel better about the work that they're doing as well. So contributing to the success of others can lead to a much more positive workplace, worth thinking about. Fourth, get to know your co-workers. Make friends at work and build relationships. You see, this will make the environment just a bit more enjoyable and collaborative. See, taking the time to learn and get to know each other will help you also to decrease conflicts between each other as well, especially when you're working in high pressure situations or on projects where the stakes are much higher, because you know your colleague. Fifth, take ownership or accountability. Take ownership and responsibility for your actions. Don't blame others. Don't become a blame culture team, right? You want to move away from that. Don't pass the buck. Ensure the projects and tasks that you participate in or that you take the lead on are completed to the best of your ability. And if not, it's an opportunity for you to learn from what happened. 6, celebrate your achievements. Now, when your co-workers accomplish a goal or if they meet a deadline, congratulate them, be happy for them. Letting others know that you acknowledge their achievements, that's going to make them feel better about working with you. And then finally, accept feedback. This is last but definitely not least. Nobody's perfect. And if you think that accepting feedback is going to be difficult for you, then it's something that you really need to think about how you can incorporate this into your mindset, because you can't improve if you don't listen to the feedback you receive from co-workers or leadership. Now, of course, the best way, or one of the best ways to give feedback, is via a communicational framework I'm familiar with and I like a lot, and that's called radical candor. It's definitely worth looking up what that is and how that can help you as well. So approach the feedback that you get with an open mind when you get that, and try not to become defensive. Okay, that's really important to try and remember. It's easy to become defensive, but try not to. Now, staying positive in the office isn't a one-time thing. This is an ongoing process. Now, there are days when you're going to struggle. You see, that's the reality, but that's okay. The key is to have strategies in place to help you bounce back, to help you to continue to get back on the wagon and keep riding. So regularly evaluate your mindset. Are you focusing on the positive, or are you dwelling on the negative? Are you taking care of your physical and mental well-being? Adjust your strategies as needed, depending on what those questions reveal with your honest answers. Build a support system. Surround yourself with positive people who uplift you and encourage you. Talk to a trusted colleague or a mentor or friend when you're struggling. Do not become isolated. No man is an island. So there you have it. A roadmap to staying positive in the office. Remember, positivity isn't about ignoring the bad. It's about choosing how you respond to it, not react to it. Remember, reaction is more emotionally driven. Responding allows you to collectively and holistically take in other aspects of mental powers, such as not just your emotions, but your logic as well. So it's about reclaiming your power, influencing your environment, and creating a more fulfilling and successful work life. So don't let negativity steal your joy, your productivity, or your potential. Start implementing these strategies today. The office just doesn't have to be a battlefield. You see, it can be a place of growth, collaboration, and maybe some degree of happiness. So go out there, make that difference, make that change in your mindset. Thanks for watching. I hope you've got your dose of positivity from this video. Remember, I believe in you. See you in the next video.